Ronnie, thank you so much for joining me for a chat. First of all, good start to your return to QPR at the weekend, 2-1 win over Coventry. How did that feel?
Yeah, it was good. Good to be back out there. Obviously in a different position, but buzzing to be back out there and get 3 points.
I mean, not many players get to make a sort of second debut for QPR. How did it feel different to the first time? Obviously, you came in as a sub in your first appearance for QPR last season. You came in for a start this time at right back.
Yeah, it's so weird, like, being here. Like, ever since I was here the first time, I just had a smile on my face and just loved playing in the shirt. And it was like the same again Saturday, like I've been here for 6 months and just sort of hit the ground running again. It feels good to be back in the shirt.
And how has it been settling back in at the club over the last few weeks? Obviously, you had a small wait for your sort of return into the side, but getting used to the players again, seeing some familiar faces and some new faces too.
Yeah, fully in like with the boys now. Picked up from where I was last time and got to know a lot of the new boys as well, and all good.
I wanted to start off by sort of reflecting on your journey to QPR before this. The rest of the clubs you played at, you started your youth career at the age of 9 at Barnet. What was it like at that age, joining that kind of club? And what are your sort of earlier football memories? What really got you into playing?
Yeah, I was playing for a Sunday League team at the time called Sumners. And we had a thing called a Ware tournament, which was a big tournament for Sunday League clubs around sort of that area, and that's where I got picked up by Barnet and then obviously come through the ranks there. It was very physical, a lot of London boys, big, strong, playing against London clubs, which now I probably look back on and helped me massively. And then, come through the ranks there and then obviously joined Peterborough. And the rest is sort of history.
Did you have a particular sort of footballing idol at sort of the age when you joined Barnet? Is there anyone you really looked up to?
What, at Barnet at the time?
Or just in general football?
I actually never did. I never had an idol, obviously. I don't know if that's because I was in non-league. I was so far away, you would say, from like, obviously you'd say the top, but no, I never really had an idol at the time or anything like that, so no.
You spent 7 years at Barnet, eventually captaining the under-18s. How important do you think that experience was for the sort of formative years of the remainder of your career, sort of leading up to this point?
Yeah, massive. I think my parents helped me massively as well, taking me every day. They'd never be busy, or they'd always find a way to take me to training and the games, so they were a big part to play in it. And I mean, being at Barnet it's been massive on obviously where I am now. I think everything happens for a reason, and it was a platform for me to work hard and become the player I am today, so yeah.
Were you always a defender, sort of, since you were a kid?
No, I was midfielder.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. You're so comfortable on the ball.
I was always a midfielder, and then I think there was, when I was like 15, 16, some reserve game for the first team, and that's when I think I dropped back into centre-half, and I think I had a few games, and then, I don't really know how it worked. I then went to Peterborough as a centre-half, and the rest is history.
I mean, playing in midfield at a younger age must sort of help you moving around the pitch. I mean, particularly at the weekend, you played at right back. That must have helped sort of shifting over to the wing as well. Yeah,
I mean, obviously, in non-league it's completely different football to here, but we was a team that tried to play at the time. So, it must have helped, and for younger age groups, sort of having to have 360 in midfield, it must help.
You signed for Peterborough in August 2020. You were there for 4 seasons, 1 promotion to the Championship, the EFL Trophy, and a number of club and league Player of the Season awards as well. How fondly do you look back on your time at that club?
Yeah, they helped me massively. The manager, Barry Fry, Darren McAnthony, they were so good to me, and obviously credit to them to give me the platform to play, and yeah, I love my time there, and I've done really well there.
And it was during your time at Peterborough you were first called up for England under-19s. You've remained in the setup all the way up to the under-21s, winning the European Championship at both levels. What's it like representing your country on that kind of stage, and how different do you find it playing club football?
Yeah, it is completely different. When you play teams like France, Germany, Italy, is completely different players you come up against, so it is a lot different, but no, it's so proud to play for your country at any age group. Getting to experience going different places and travelling around the world, and also winning around the world was so good and so proud.
Do you feel like that's changed you as a player, sort of being exposed to those kind of opponents and opportunities?
Yeah, I think it's like the champ. It gets harder and harder each year, and it's just good playing against different quality of players and different what's the word, like structure of a player. So no, yeah, it definitely makes you an all-round, I think, better player and tests you more.
Is the senior call-up the ultimate dream?
Yeah, yeah, that's the dream. I think for anyone, it's the dream to play for their country. So yeah.
In July 2024, you signed for Southampton. They'd just been promoted to the Premier League. Obviously, you just come from League One with Peterborough, so quite a jump up. Tell me about that experience, sort of jumping up 2 divisions at once.
Yeah, I think when I look back now, I think I might have gone in with a bit of the wrong mindset, as if to say, like, is the jump too big for me? More of a mental thing than anything. But then I felt like I was doing well and training and just waiting for the opportunity, and the opportunity sort of never got given to me. So then obviously I had to come to QPR that helped me, and then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that loan this time last year. You come into the team, you're a much-loved mainstay in the side throughout the season. Do you have a favourite memory from that loan spell?
Favourite memory? Probably scoring my first goal at Loftus against, was it Derby? Scoring's unreal. Doing it at Loftus was a great memory for me, but no, all the wins at Loftus and for QPR that we had were really good. Even on the last day at Sunderland away, for the fans to travel down, that was a good one too.
Definitely. What ultimately convinced you to return to QPR for good? Did it feel like you had unfinished business at the club?
Yeah, yeah, you could say unfinished business. As soon as it come about, I just wanted it to get done straight away, and I loved my time here last time. I think there's potential at the club, and it's what I need right now, as a selfish perspective, and yeah, I love everything about it, the area, the fans, and everyone that's around me, friends, family. They knew that this was the right thing for me.
Now, the R's fans are absolutely delighted you're back, and that, of course, includes your own family. Am I right? It's your dad's side of the family?
Yeah,
QPR
dad's,
fans?
yeah.
I mean, they must be over the moon that you're here to stay.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them live London way, so come to watch quite regularly, and yeah, everyone's buzzing for me to be back here.
So presumably you'd spent time at Loftus Road as a fan when you were younger then?
So I actually support West Ham. It's my granddad that's actually QPR, which is on my dad's side, and yeah. Then obviously now I play for QPR. They're all QPR fans now, so yeah.
Amazing. I mean, we touched on earlier, there's a lot of familiar faces in the squad from last season, as well as some new ones. Are you close with any players in particular, and is there anyone you stayed in touch with before you re-signed for QPR?
Yeah, I stayed in touch with a few of them on Instagram and whatever. Obviously, you concentrate on your own thing when you go elsewhere, but now I'm back. It's like we just come back where we left off, and yeah, straight back into it.
Julien Stéphan is, of course, one of the new faces to you. What have your first impressions been of the gaffer, and how does he maybe differ to previous coaches that you've worked under?
Yeah, he's very demanding. We have big training sessions, big spaces, which is obviously more running and more intense, but then also that's what you're going to get in a game, so it's totally understandable, and I think he gives you good clarity in what you're doing and a good game plan going into the games and everything that you need to be prepared to go get 3 points.
Now, I wanted to ask you some quick-fire questions now, both football and non-football. Some serious, some a bit less serious, to help the fans get to know the real Ronnie Edwards off the pitch. So just answer with whatever first comes to mind for you. So we'll start with favourite food.
Favourite food, healthy or not healthy?
Whatever comes to mind.
Favourite food, I do love a roast dinner on a Sunday.
Favourite bit on a roast?
Potatoes.
Good choice. Favourite music?
Music, I listen to all sorts, R&B, yeah, pop, I could listen to anything, I've got no particular music that I like.
Any favourites at the moment, particular artists?
A particular artist? No, I couldn't tell you one off the top of my head, I'd need my phone.
Favourite film?
Favourite film? What's it called? The one in... It's Morgan Fox. Wait, am I saying that right? Morgan Fox? Morgan Fox. That's who used to be here, Foxy, innit? You're going to have to get that out. Oh, no. Law Abiding the Citizen. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Law Abiding the Citizen.
Great choice. Favourite TV show?
TV show. Do you know what was good? The Day of the Jackal?
Yes.
Does that count as a TV show?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Nice. Favourite holiday destination?
Just because I've been there the most, I'd probably say Dubai or Mallorca.
Nice. Favourite thing to do outside of football?
Walk my dog. Or if it's a nice day, go play golf.
What's your dog's name?
Eddie.
Nice. Biggest hair inspiration?
Biggest hair inspiration.
Because you used to have a buzz cut in the past, right? Then you got.
I don't know. I just like changing it, and now I've got rid of the headband again, but it's still long. Nothing in particular. I just keep changing.
Favourite current football player?
Favourite current football player.
Someone you enjoy watching?
I'd say the English centre halves, like the Ezri Konsa, the Mark Gay. Yeah.
Favourite football memory as a fan?
See, I'm useless at this stuff. I haven't got any. In particular, it'd have to be a West Ham game when I went there when I was younger, but I couldn't tell you what.
How about as a player?
As a player, yeah, winning the Euros, winning at Wembley, and scoring my goals at the clubs as well.
Favourite football kit?
Favourite football kit? Have to be the one last year here, I reckon. Blue and white.
Nice. Favourite stadium you've played in?
Yeah. Favourite? As in like best atmosphere or just like favourite best atmosphere?
Let's go atmosphere, yeah.
Best atmosphere was Sheffield Wednesday away in the playoffs. It was rocking.
Best striker you've played against?
Best striker I've played against? Jesus was good. But Mitrovic in the champ as well was one of them two, I'd say, Mitrovic or Jesus.
Dream centre-back partner from any era?
Dream centre-back partner from any era? Sergio Ramos, Maldini, one of them.
And if you weren't a footballer, what would you be?
God, what would I be? I don't know what I would be. Probably a builder or something like that. I wouldn't have a clue.
Now, I wanted to round off by talking a bit about the rest of the season at QPR and the future. What are your personal aims for the remainder of this campaign?
Personal aims are just to keep playing well and keep providing for the team, and just keep taking game by game and picking up as many points as possible, I think.
And if you were to look further into the future, what would you like to achieve? I mean, if you were to look back on your time with QPR later down the line, what would it be that you wanted to accomplish?
Playing week in, week out in the Premier League with this club. I think that's everyone's dream, the fans, the players. When you're on a league, you always want to go beyond and go higher. So I think that's the club's ambition and what everyone wants.
And finally, what message would you like to send to the QPR fans?
Happy to be back. Keep supporting us and we'll keep giving it our all.
Well, Ronnie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
All the best for the rest of the season.
Thank
mate.
you.